What it do, y'all? So every points to RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational hearing beings. You know what the fuck it is for real. Tap in, tap in. You feel me? Another day closer. You feel me? Let Babylon fall. So I ain't even gonna front y'all. Hey, the uploads that I've been getting, all this rising is crazy. Like I don't even know where to start. Like from I don't know if I should start talking about the indoctrination from the educational system and how it coincides with the rest of the indoctrination of the programming of what we deem as regular reality. I don't know if I should talk about, because how people see everything that black people go through. Everyone talks about the police brutality, but I don't think that they realize it's scratch the physical violence from the slave catchers. Everything else that people that they see, even us also, you know what I mean, that are against each other, you know, everything else they see also, whether it be a financial struggle, homelessness, it's not just us getting harassed by the slave catchers, I don't know if I should talk about that, but I'm gonna start the energy off right with a lot of the uploads I've been getting right, so I'm gonna start it off really really right, and I'm a first off let me come in uh, correctly. Let me shout out my 2,000 subscribers. I just reached 2,000. I'm very grateful that I'm going forth around all the negative energy that's around me and spiteful passive aggression that's around me. I'm still going forward, you know what I mean? It's very defiant. I pat myself on the shoulder, y'all. It's all around me every day, you know? I'm around demons for real. Some more uploads I was getting on well, I'm gonna start with this. I realized over a span of since like the Epstein files came out and stuff about children and stuff, right? I noticed that people are overcompensating their love around their children, almost as if to to replace the fact that like they should be worried about all children besides just their child individually. You get what I'm saying? Like there's no amount of love that you can show your child or give your child individually that's going to cover up the fact that you should have a heart and care for all children. You get what I'm saying? And I noticed that that's what a lot of people are doing within. I mean, I don't know about the other states, but as far as Northern Virginia and the slave state that I'm in, like all the white people, they're all doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I know because majority of them know that their species be eating children. They've been through that shit. They know that that's their same people. That's why if you notice, like as they're talking about it, a lot of them, you can tell that. I'm gonna tell you how you can tell the true speakers, y'all. You could tell that the unnatural people that's speaking about it from from it being like, put it like this, they're not speaking of it from it being their species, but if they're speaking of it from a standpoint where they're like talking about the masses, you know what I'm saying, like us, like everyone together, as far as in connection to that, that's how you know that they fit that category of not one they accept what's with their genetic makeup, what their species has always been about, even if they're just finding it out now. That's the one of the quickest ways how you know right there, because you can't mention that type of shit if you're the complex cell organism without stating that that's what y'all been doing since y'all been on the planet. You get what I'm saying? Now, shout out my human beings that follow my channel. I know y'all fuck with me, but y'all know, I tell no lies, right? And that's something that we gotta realize, right? That's something that I feel like shout out Landon, what it is. Shout out all the people that just came in and shit, But that's something that everybody, what we gotta realize, y'all. Um, you're you're seeing more and more that these people are trying to show more love to their children like never before. You know what I mean? Almost like, I guess, to like block them, maybe have them exempt because they are amongst the organic people, the masses, in separation of their own species. So it's that easy to do. To play that role. You feel me? And like I feel them, but I don't feel them. You feel me? I get why they doing that. And because I know it's settling in that they have more to be mad at from even a standpoint of even like the separation. So I know that Hello. Grand Rising to you, Supreme. Supreme, how you feeling today? We beat the first test. We woke up, you know? Some people didn't wake up today, no, for real. So we already winning.
I usually wake up babbling.
Right. Yeah, and then you got nice energy. Um, but yeah, y'all, you know, this is a very serious thing. You know what I mean? And I'm noticing this more and more. Now, how do you deal with this, right? Um, First off, you don't let it change your care for all children. If you can tell that that not everybody cares for children, you know, you stay definitely on it and stuff like that. Now y'all know as we're getting closer. I don't know if y'all heard the date or anything like that, but I guess we're like getting closer to like March 7th, and as we he's so cute. as we get as we getting closer to the March 7th. Um, you know, it's a lot of tension because everybody's been speaking about that day, and with this, I'm speaking from a massive standpoint about us just, you know, not buying anything on that day, right? Not spending no money on that day, you know, affecting like the whole economy as far as like not doing anything with that paper dollar. You know what I'm saying? Not even the ones. You feel me? Nothing. So, I just thought about something. Oh shit! Before I continue and stuff, y'all, I didn't really get to tell y'all like that, but I swear to God, in this mall, I swear to God, I seen the love of my life yesterday in this bitch. I swear to God, she was with this heavy set girl. I'm not even gonna lie. I swear I seen my Brit Brit. Like I was like, damn, she walked past me so fast. I didn't know how to like. I was stuck. You feel me? But I think it was her though. I think it was her. I swear to God, it was her. I was hoping that she came back around with the girl, like, cause I'm like, dang, if they just came in, they probably parked somewhere over there, so they gonna come back over here, maybe. You feel me? And I'm gonna know if that was her or not. But I swear to God, that was her. I swear to God, Brittany, if you seeing this, if you was in the mall yesterday, like I seen you, you know, I seen you, and I would have said something to you, but I was like, it just caught me so completely off guard. I'm not even gonna lie. You feel me? But that's the love of my life. I don't play about my Brit Brit. Even if she don't know it all the way yet, I don't play about my Brit Brit. I really hurt somebody for my Brit Brit, like all jokes aside. But like I said though, y'all, it's a lot of downloads that I've been getting like so fast, y'all. Like, and I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know which one to talk about first. Shout out Troy, you feel me? But I will say this: as far as people like overcompensating with their children to make it seem like they, you know, to almost like kind of have them exempt from like their species and what they do with children. That's kind of crazy. That's very crazy, y'all. Um, and that's something that's very wild. It's just like small stuff. Like yesterday, Asian girl, she was listening to me as what I was saying on my podcast, and then what I was listening to, and she didn't act crazy or mad, but she literally, I can tell she was just tired, and she might have been on the end of one of those human beings that know what's going on and is just really irritated, because I know it's a lot of y'all human beings that are so irritated with y'all species, even if y'all don't look at it like that. Y'all like just white people. I'm irritated with other white people. I know it's a lot of y'all out there because how much they're still trying to withhold the lies. Like it's too much of y'all white people that's talking about like on the internet about who we are as black people, like, you know what I mean, respecting our divinity for who we naturally are around a lot of y'all that's still trying to avoid it. You feel me? And I know that it's pissing a lot of y'all off because I can tell in the videos in which as y'all are even speaking on this. You feel me? You know, I can literally tell. Hey, shout out Cloudy. He said, bro, did you know the war is going to happen this Saturday between US and Iran? I'm going to say it like this. First shout out to you, Cloudy. Peace, power, abundance to you and yours. I hope all is well. You feel me? I hope you feeling good. Hope you ate right. You gotta realize, even though people are using cognitive dissonance, which is gonna make it worse for them psychologically as the shit closes out, war is gonna happen on this soil. It's definitely gonna happen. It's right around the corner. It's right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? You definitely right. It gets right here because you gotta realize, like I was saying yesterday when I was speaking to y'all, America is the only place that's acting like everything is everything still. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is turning up around children. You feel me? And going at their leaders and all that shit. But somehow, in so-called America, the worst of the enslavement, right? The worst of the social engineering. You know what I mean? Here, everybody is using their money. They're spending more. They're doing any and everything they can besides try to think about a plan to come together with whoever about a big portion of majority of the people. You know what I mean? During whatever, even if not violence, because violence isn't needed. It's a lot more that can crash the system that'll bring them out to be violent. You know what I'm saying? But we're not looking at it from that standpoint. You know, a lot of people are just so in shock. A lot of people wanna. I'm gonna be honest. I know it's all fear based. It's all fear based. A lot of people don't even know what that's gonna look like, right? Once this crashes, and a lot of people aren't trying to think about that. You know what I mean? They're trying to avoid it. They're spending every day really enjoying the last of this here, knowing that it's on its way out. You feel me? A lot of people are dealing with it in different ways, you know. But yeah, no, but it's definitely happening though. You definitely don't right, Cloudy. It's definitely happening, bro. And as we get closer and closer, it's just I get more emotional about it because I realize everything that the system done to me, that it's took from me, that it's stripped from me, and I realized the whole reverse psychology around the whole shit. You get what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that like so-called black people are like mad about or struggling with, they're not real problems. It's not stuff that should be associated with us. You know what I mean? Or is enforced. You know, specifically for that reason. You know, even if we're not aware of it, that we shouldn't be associated with it. Like it's everything is implemented in such a vindictive, pessimistic, undercover, passive aggressive way. You feel me? I'm telling y'all no lies. So it's like when you're dealing with these type of people that when they the only thing they can do is try to like provoke you or make you reactive off the truth, which isn't going to change the awareness of what you know what's going on. These are very dangerous people, you know, and you got to realize that these are very very dangerous people. You know, that's why this is happening. But very dangerous, y'all. But I wanted to let you know where it starts at though. The reason why it's like this is because you got to think about it. If you can't accept yourself, if you can't accept what you are, you can never be anything of progression for anybody else or another species. You get what I'm saying? That's where it comes from to start with. You got to accept, and that goes with us too. They might get offended and take it the wrong way because they've been running from themselves ever since they've been on this bitch. But that goes for us too, though, y'all. You get what I'm saying? That's the reason why this system was even able to work as long as it has been able to work on us. You get what I'm saying? Even with us divided, to be real with you, even with us divided because of that reason. You know, we came so far from knowing thyself that it made it easier for these programs to attach to us, to be instilled in us. You feel me? That's really what it is. You said, what's going on? Hey, what it is, Jay? What it is, what it is. Peace, power, abundance to you. Peace, power, abundance to you. You know, we in the last days, y'all. But it's crazy though that some people haven't figured out that we're in hell right now. That's the craziest part. But the reason why a lot of people haven't figured that out is because how stuff has been hidden. You think about it. All the regular reality stuff that's genocide, and what you really know the ins and outs and what it's doing to you and everybody, you would eventually put that together with everything once you start going over all of these things like this, and then you find out how it's being controlled, that it shouldn't even be happening, like it's not even real. All of that, like you'll eventually get to that point, like I'm in hell. Definitely, definitely. And this type of toxicity is being protected off of like, no, it's like I said, as we go forward, y'all. It's more us against the people that still want to live this way, regardless if they know how damaging living this way is or not. You feel me? That's where we're really where we're getting at with it. You feel me? I'm being so serious with y'all. I appreciate the likes and stuff. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. You feel me? Yeah, peace, power, abundance to everybody. But you got to realize this. This is it's bad. So um, we really fighting a serious. I can't even say that it's silent no more, because it's really not even silent. It's getting louder and louder every day. You know what I'm saying? That I'll let y'all know they're shadow banning me on crazy, like on a crazy level. Like on TikTok, they messing with my TikTok so much. I just go in my TikTok on anything. It just starts glitching. It starts going out. Don't let me post anything. It starts going out. You feel me? Um, and the same thing on here when I try to post certain shorts, depending on what it is. Like anything like talking about children, like the one that I just posted, y'all. It took me a while to get that jump there. And if y'all look back, y'all that follow me, y'all see like I posted that picture as a post before a short. I think when I posted it as a short, I don't even think I added no music to it because I was just trying to hurry up and see if it'll post. And then I think it actually posted. You feel me? But or I might did put music with it, but yeah, like anything about children, they not trying to let get out and shit. I feel like they trying to shadow ban my shit because they know my shit's all around children. You know, it's all around like what's happening genetically, who we are, and stuff like that. You know, that coincides with this system that's compromising us. You feel me? Or I say compromising the people that's allowing it. You know. So now this is real, y'all. But I say this. I'm so prepared for change. Aren't y'all prepared for change? I hope y'all are. You feel me? Just just think about it. Like, can you imagine? Like, I'm trying to imagine right now, like me living my life with my son. It don't matter how much the mother of my child hate me. She can't try to like call those people on me, my oppressors, to take my son away, or anybody else for that matter can't do that to anybody else. Even me, vice versa, I couldn't do that to her either. You know what I'm saying? You got to. It's like people got to work out their problems. You can't. I appreciate that so much. You say I'm perfect the way I am. You are too. You know. Um, it's one of them things that's made me like um I don't know, like I'm really just glad to make it to your next day. But you know what I'm saying? I will say this though. Shout out to any and everybody that isn't gonna betray someone close to them. Therefore, they're saving a mind. Shout out to y'all. You feel me? Whether you've been hurt or not, a lot of us been hurt. But like I said, you choose if you want to try to damage another brain or not. You feel me? Betrayal is one of them things that's final, even with on any type of relationship with anybody, intimate or not. Like it changes people whether they want to say it or not. And it don't always got to be from a bad way, but you're forever changed, even when for the better. If you get what I'm saying, like it's just stuff that you won't allow to happen. You won't go far even for it to have a chance to. You're just different. So shout out to those people. But yeah, y'all. I feel like where I'm at peace with, and it's crazy. Even my younger brother. I hope he's well and everything. I love him to death, regardless of anything. Um, Nobody has it harder than like me and my brother. You know what I mean? Me and my baby brother have it all. That's why, like, for real. Like I get rich in this shit before this shit crash. I'm just gonna grab my younger brother and then we gonna do us. You feel me? Me and my younger brother might have like a mansion somewhere, like for real. Just living us. All the pain and tribulations that we've dealt with all of our 20s, and just what this system gave us: harassment, homelessness, poverty. You know what I mean? hygiene, just because our money being fucked up, like all type, any and every problem you could think of, like. But even dealing with that and being amongst rich people that aren't even facing, not even near one of those things, even I just said, you feel me? And then not even that, but those same people trying to provoke us and stuff and instigate situations, like all type of shit, y'all. You know, yeah, I would just prove my brother, like I would just pull up on him, like, bro, we out. You know what I'm saying? He already know what type of time I'm on. That's all it would be. Like I'd be like, he'll see when we get there. We get to the mansion. You feel me? Like we out. You know what I mean? Leaving this whole area. All these people leave the whole different town. None of these people never see these people again. You know what I'm saying? And just be good. Just do us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, peace, goddess, peace, goddess. You Latina, right? You Latina. Enjoy your day. My son, Puerto Rican and Dominican. Yeah, so it's one of them things, y'all. But it's crazy though because it's uh it's very necessary that all this happens. You know what I mean? I'm doing I'm doing I'm doing all that I can for my mental, with the mental health that I'm dealing with, like the depression, like the suicidal thoughts. I'm not doing anything more than what I can. The moment where I feel like it's too much or I can't get past whatever it is, even stuff I got to get done, I'm just gonna sit myself still. And then when I'm ready to move around, being around not as much people, however, so if I got to go in a certain building or whatever, that's all I'm doing. This shit is straight survival. I'm not gonna let these people provoke me. I'm not gonna let them instigate no situations and play innocent. I'm not playing no psychological games with nobody. Some motherfuckers try to play some psychological games with me in the middle of the night. I'm not gonna go all in on it, but I know y'all watch me and y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. And yeah, I didn't even care. Like, you got me? I know we're in hell. It's common sense that these are the last days, and only a few people are aware of really what's going on in the last days. Therefore, amongst everybody else, you know what I'm saying, depending on their character, integrity, spirit, you know, because I'm saying it like this because it's not to say everybody that's not aware of what's going on is attacking the chosen. That's not what's happening. You know, it's some people that see the chosen, and even if they don't have that information, whether organic or not, you feel me, they're not offended. You feel me? They're not trying to. It's not. They're not. There's no entity attachments towards them where it's like they're trying to break this spirit, this soul down, because they can sense the righteousness in them. You know, not everybody's on that type of time, but majority of people are though, and a lot more people than people would expect, because a lot of people cover. A lot of people. I'm gonna tell y'all, and this is something that I've noticed too with human beings, yo. And this is off of me getting help and everything. Like I've noticed, like it's not everybody, right? But a lot of people a lot of people use passive aggressiveness, right, in a way of money. And really understand what I mean by this, y'all. Like, I've been in so many situations where it's like people helped me, but when they helped me, it was from a standpoint of like them not really wanting to help me. You feel me? Them trying to seem like a good person, you know. And I'm saying in many situations that this occurred where I can prove it, you know, not just the regular what you thinking of. If you've been in any of these situations, you know what I'm talking about. Where like you know, you might ask somebody for help, and then somebody might try to shit on you, right? And then you fuck around and ask somebody else, because a lot of times when you need some help or something, a lot of times it's not even about that somebody can't help you. People like to see people down and out, you know, and stuff like that. So a lot of times people will be like, nah, I can't help you. Or like they'll be like, you know, and 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 and, and yeah, and that she's so cute. And and literally A lot of people will be like they'll they'll carry you, then they'll see somebody else will help you, and then they'll turn back around and then they'll help you. You feel me? Man, they didn't give a fuck about helping you at first, but it's like they just seen that you was defiant to your point where you was gonna get it regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because you knew somebody it was gonna help. Not everybody got the same heart. You get what I'm saying? And that's just life, right? Because that's why I don't when I be telling y'all like don't take anything personal and stuff like that. Because people are going to be who they are, but at the same time, if people are going to be who they are, this system has destroyed everybody. It's just destroyed everybody. It's destroyed certain people more. You get what I'm saying? So more. Not everybody has the same strength as everybody, in which how the system has touched from an organic standpoint and even from unnatural too. So yeah, no, I've been in a lot of them situations like that. But even other ways of that same thing being done, where it's like they just want to look like a good person, so they'll they'll see the goodness in somebody else, and then they'll be like oh like really real shit, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like I've seen people be like I don't got it, like literally say it in a way that like make me react and maybe even slightly disrespectful, as you know what I'm saying. And even more so off of the information that I talked about, and me knowing really what's been stripped from me, and I shouldn't be associated with that dollar and all of that, right? People try to use it as a weapon, weaponize it towards me, and then somebody else will fuck around and give me like a dub right in front of them. And then they'll fuck around and then get out the car and be like, "Oh, I was just looking and I had a 10, shit like that." And it's like, you had that 10 the whole time, but you feel me? You tried to break my spirit in already a bad situation that's evil as shit, and then it didn't work, and then somebody fucked around and blessed me in front of you. You feel me? And you almost want to try to like go back in time to make yourself seem, you know what I mean? It's like nah, I guess that's crazy, but it like shit like that happens a lot, y'all. But again, shout out to my 3,000 subscribers. Like, give me a little bit. I'm about to go to this. I'm about to go put this paperwork in and handle this. I would have went yesterday, but like I told y'all, I'm just doing all that I can for my mental health. If it seems like it's too much, I don't even question it. I just stay put. You feel me? And that's for anything. Like I'm prepared. I'm just so real with y'all. Like I have nothing to be embarrassed of. I know that this whole shit is an infringement. My clothes might even be back outside, like in the woods, y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. If I can't pay my storage, but if that is the thing, then it'll just be. That shit'll be in bags and shit, but it'll be what it is. It's not gonna break my spirit. Like my clothes already been outside before. Like I've been through it all, y'all. You get what I'm saying? Like people saw me getting off the bus, walking to the woods to change my clothes, or get my clothes to go and shower. All of that. You feel me? People seen that with me, so it's like I'm not. There's nothing that can break me. You feel me? Like I'm gonna try my best to get it, see if I can get help. But if I don't have it, I don't have it. I know the system is set up like that on purpose. To your point, where it's like, you know, the moment you're the moment you start going through something, it's like there's nothing that gets attacked faster and repeatedly than like your your hygiene, your living, and your eating. Those are the three things that you're gonna feel mainly. That's set up like that on purpose. As soon as you start coming up short slightly, you feel me? And it's quick too. It's quick. It's quick and it's sharp and it bites. And a lot of people with them three things being attacked, they wouldn't be able to like remain like a good person still and just act like everything is regular when that shit comes about. You know, because even though it's those three things that get attacked, it's a lot that comes with those three things getting attacked. You feel me? Like individually, like that's what I mean. So about to go over this and handle this and go to the courthouse and do this shit for my son. But I'm trying to wait for it to die down because I'm not trying to go in there. I'm trying to go there when all the other court dates and all that shit already get handled. I'm trying to be around as less people as possible when I go in there and I do that paperwork. Like I'm not trying to walk past people like at all, really. You know, probably about to go in that junk like around like 12, 1 when like you know what I'm saying. Just killing time before I go in there. If my mental was better, like I'd be getting irritated regardless of how patient I am and how I handle situations. But if my mental was better, I would have already been in there like right now, already doing that. But that's just too much for me. And then with the cognitive dissonance, with the people acting like everything is normal at the same time and all of that, like I can't handle all of that. I'm not even gonna put myself in that energy. You feel me? I'm gonna wait for that shit to die down, and then I'm gonna take my ass over there. You feel me? But I'm not mad or anything because I know it's punishment behind this type of shit. Me being stripped away from my son is bigger than me because it's happening to all black men. You know, it's happening to men in general. That that judicial system that protects you know women that set up men, however so, and get their children taken away. And everything else that comes around that, people just act like that's some random shit. Like that person ain't going through anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I started randomly crying on a bus yesterday. You feel me? Like I'm talking about. I started crying so heavy and so deep and so silent that that a Latino guy right next to me, he started crying. You feel me? And that's how bad it was because I seen my guy, the guy that I know that's been fighting for his star seed, for his daughter, and I seen him with his daughter yesterday. So like it wasn't a bad cry. It was a cry I needed to have, but it was joyful at the same time. That's basically what I'm saying. Because I know how long he's been fighting for his daughter, almost as long as I've been fighting for my son, and the same type of shit. You feel me? Another black man, he got locks and all of that, and I seen him with his daughter on a bus, and them spending time, and that it just made me feel so good, but at the same time it hurt when I was thinking about my son. I'm like, I'm dealing with the same shit. So much black man, we dealing with this shit, and people don't understand. That's the worst thing that any man could go through, being separated from your child. Every man knows that shit. So it's crazy. That's something, but it's many shit, that whole system alone, but it's something also that men ignore. Like, if men know that this is happening to so much black men, and even with them, why would you not in some way stand against that system to shut that shit down, or bring more attention to really what's being done, not just settle for it and say, oh, this is just a judicial system, this is how it is, this is the law. When it's like the emotions and the brain damage that's done from being separated from a child, from the person that's separated from their child and the child also. You get what I'm saying? All that's ignored, like it just doesn't matter, And I'm just tired. I'm tired of all this shit, y'all. All this abuse, you know. I'm not going for it no more. That's why it's like it's all I talk about. It's all I care about. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go in that courthouse, you feel me? They already know the energy I be on when I go in there, so they be acting weird around me. I'll be talking to people directly how I talk to people out here in that bitch. Like I'm like, what? You think if I see my God or however so I want to talk about what's happening on the planet, the changes or anything, that I'm not going to talk about it just because I'm in a courthouse? All right. Even more so, I'll be talking about it, you know?